Hey guys, in celebration of the fact that the new season's starting really soon, I'm going to be doing some commentary for 3v3 arena matches that I played on my Restoration Druid, so I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe, comment, like, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. So this first game we're fighting an RPD, and the strategy here is to train both DPS. I see the rogue in stealth, so I fairy fire him out so he can't get an opener. Now, we have split DPS going while they train our ret. My goal here is to just keep Hots rolling on the ret and keep him alive. I iron bark him early so he can't take damage, and we get a full trap on the enemy druid. Now I come over to bash him out of it. Because they're under so much pressure, he trinkets the bash, and I get a full clone on him in his tree form. Now the rogue's running away, he Cloak of Shadows vanishes, so I can't really get the fairy fire on him, but we're able to switch to the Shadow Priest and get the kill. Now in this game we're fighting a jungle cleave, and I'm trying to see if there's a good way that I might be able to go get a bash on the healer, but they opened up on our team, so I really had to go in and start healing. Now I get silenced here. I trinket an NS heal because Frisky's that's really low. However, this does set me up for some CC later, so I'm telling my team, hey, you guys gotta watch out for a trap. So I'm keeping up Hots on my team. I come over and get bashed. I tell my team I'm gonna get trapped, and I end up getting cycloned instead. So now my team is totally good, they're near me, they're ready to eat traps, and the cyclone's over. I end up eating a half fear because the cyclone DR'd it, and finally the only CC they have left is trap, so I'm able to take care of healing and everything. I tell my ret to sack me at this point, so he sacks the trap off, and he also overlapped with bubble, but it's okay, because now they're pretty much out of CC for a little while, and we can start going offensive. I get immolation trap knocked away from the healer, which is really good, because he could have been coming over to do something to me. And now I'm running far away from this healer. I get Cyclone full, and my ret has full Hots on him, so I'm not too worried, and the enemy hunter deterrenced, so he can't get hit. I get full silenced over here, and now the enemy feral is going to worry too much about CCing me and not enough about peeling, so we're going to be able to do some serious pressure and eventually get the kill. Over here I get Cycloned half, and now the enemy druid is still trying to do some CC to me, but we end up getting the kill because he wasn't able to peel. This arena match is against a mirror comp with a Disc Priest instead. So the Disc Priest starts off with a full silence, and the enemy team pops all their cooldowns on my hunter. My hunter gets ironbarked, but he ultimately has to deterrence. The good part is we did reflect most of that pressure back onto them as well, because we get a deterrence from the enemy hunter and a feign death. We get a half trap on the enemy priest, and I bash him out of that. He ends up trinketing the bash, and I'm going to get a full cyclone here. At the end of the cyclone, the enemy hunter is going to use his second deterrence, so we're going to be in a really good position as far as cooldowns go. Pretty soon here I get trapped, and now I'm going to trinket the trap. However, my ret paladin does use Hand of Sack as well, so we overlapped, but we're still pretty far ahead with getting 2 deterrences down from the enemy team. So now the Disc Priest is going to run over here, and he's in a really funky position for me to try and get a cyclone, so I'm just kind of playing back, being careful, and he ends up silencing me. Now, with that silence, I'm kind of afraid that he's going to come over and fear me, so I kind of pull back a little bit. He gets hodged. Now, I'm lining up for an awesome cyclone over here. I get the cyclone off, it's full, and we're trying to redirect some pressure onto that hunter. However, the hunter does have a ret paladin for off healing, so it's kind of hard to dent his health. Now the priest is going to come over and try and fear me. I displace her beast to the other side of the arena to avoid the fear and continue healing my teammates. Now over here we're not doing much, we're really just trading damage back and forth. Liminalities gets a full trap on the ret and knocks him off into the shadow site, so that kind of takes him out of the game for a little while. The enemy hunter disengages back to where his ret and his disc are, so he's able to get topped off. He's not in any serious danger right now. However, we do get a full hodge on the enemy healer, and I end up getting a full cyclone out of that. We're able to dip the hunter's health down pretty low. We get him to about half health, 1/3 health over here before the cyclone ends, and he gets a shield on the hunter. The hunter ends up getting topped off. I'm sitting over here. We're just trading heals, trading damage. Not much is going on. I get full silence, so I run behind the box to avoid any CC that they might follow up on that with. Right after I get silenced, we get a full Wyvern Sting on the enemy Disc Priest, and that's enough to get a kill. In this game, we're fighting against a PhD with a Disc Priest. Now, I'm pushed up really early and proud to see if I can get a good bash, but my ret gets death gripped in, so I pop out with heals on him instead so we don't fall behind before the game even starts. I get silenced in the opener, so I'm able to ironbark him through the silence to make sure he doesn't take too much damage. And they end up trapping liminalities over here, so I get binding shot and I don't really have to worry about getting trapped, so I get to keep my trinket for a little bit. Now over here I Fatfinger NS, and it was pretty stupid of me. However, it's okay because we're really far ahead. We have the hunter at 10% health, and we have both DPS trinkets. So I displace her in and get a full bash on the disc to maybe try and get the disc's trinket, and they end up switching on me because now I don't have a displacer beast, and I didn't have hots on myself. So now I pop into travel form. I'm running this pillar. Now, I run to this pillar because it's very far away from the enemy team, so the hunter would have to really overextend very far to get to me. So all I really have to deal with is the Death Knight's damage, which is totally healable as a Resto Druid. Liminalities gets trapped. I pop out, dispel that trap really quick, and I'm still over here just line of sighting the hunter as our team rams the damage into him. We get both deterrences, and I end up getting asphyxiated over here pretty soon. He asphyxiates me, I pop Barkskin, and I end up trinketing and displacering out to try and juke his death grip, and it works. He grips me back. I get feared for a second out of the pillar, but I'm able to get back and line of sight the hunter again, no problemo. Now, over here, our team is looking like it's getting pretty low, and I'm falling a little bit behind on heals, so I pop Heart of the Wild for the 35% healing increase, and I get double rejuves on everyone and pop Genesis, and I'm able to top everyone off again in a couple of seconds. Now, over here I get a half bash into a full Cyclone on the enemy Disc Priest, and because he doesn't have any more deterrences, we're able to land the kill.
Good Gaming, an e-learning and social networking platform built exclusively for gamers and designed to turn you into an esports champion. We give you the tools, resources, and support to game better. Instructional videos and e-learning guides give you access to powerful strategies and the secrets of the pros so you can dominate your opponents. Our exclusive mercenary system gives you access to personalized support or offer your own services to the highest bidder. And compete in exclusive Good Gaming online tournaments to win cash and prizes. What are you waiting for? Become a Good Gaming member today. Good Gaming, revolutionize your game.